What I love about Philly, man, the most is my teams. Like, I love all my teams. I support all my teams. Like, even if I don't watch that sport, I still wear the gear. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big baseball fan, but I will go and see some games. I will root for them in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And definitely the Sixers, man. I'm a big Sixer fan. I love the Sixers since the day of AI and Dr. J. Um, Eagles fan, definitely a big Eagles fan. Love Eagles since Randall Cunningham and McNabb. Since them eras, love the Eagles to death. Everybody that know me know I'm a big time Eagles fan. And Flyers, man, I wear the hats. The jerseys the brothers don't wear. You know why? Because they cost too damn much. And plus, look at the color of my skin. Not to be racist or anything, we got some black boys that's playing hockey right now. Peace and one love to them dudes. But hockey, man, we don't do hockey. It's cold. We don't deal with the cold. You know what I'm saying? We tropical people. You know what I'm saying? So I like to support my Flyers. You know what I mean? They in the playoffs. They going far. They get to the finals and get into that the Stanley Cup Finals. I would definitely support them. And I would love to go to a Flyers game one day. Definitely would love to go to a Flyers game. On the Philadelphia Soul, man. A lot of people don't know about the Philadelphia Soul. They real underrated. They won like twice, man. Before the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they won a championship joint. I went to Frederick Douglass on 22nd and Norris Elementary School for a couple years before I went to Strawberry Mansion. One thing I remember, brief time that I was there for like 4 years of Frederick Douglass is Frederick Douglass was playing football a lot in recess, man. We playing tag. That was like probably the funnest times of my life, man. For every kid, recess was the time that you was able to get out the class and run around, do whatever you wanted to do. And I think that was probably the most fun for every child when we was growing up. Remember the water fountains we used to have outside. We used to have actual water fountains that was outside, and then a lot of stuff started happening where they shut the water fountains off. So we can't have no water outside no more. But people dumping each other with water, people making water balloons and spitting in the water. There was a lot of different stuff going on with the water, you know what I'm saying? But we was young kids, and that's what kids do, being creating mischief and stuff like that. But that's not some of the reasons why they cut the water off. They cut it off for a lot of other reasons too. But I remember a game we used to play too, but I didn't used to play it. But the guys that I used to hang out with, the friends that I had, they used to play this game where they used to jump. We used to have this guys and boys and female bathrooms were separate, but they had like this. You went down this tunnel or these steps, and on top of the banister, when you come back up, they used to jump back and forth and tag each other. Jump this long distance back and forth. I ain't never played that game, man, but I was scared of falling down on it, down to below. Ain't nobody never get hurt. That's the amazing thing, man. Like nobody never got hurt. Well, as far as I know, nobody never got hurt, and I fell down. And the distance you had to jump over, and then I went to high school, junior high, then high school. I went to junior high before I went to junior high and high school. You know, I kept hearing people talk about, well, you go to high school, you're gonna get jumped, you're gonna be fighting a lot, people gonna steal your lunch money, and that's what you always hear, especially for boys, man. You always hear that it's gonna be tough, it's gonna be different. And Strawberry Mansion, I don't know how it was before I went there. I know after I left, like in the late the late 90s and 2000 era became a real bad school. It was like one of the worst schools in the city. But before I heard rumors about it, but before I went, it was cool. Like I ain't never had no problems like that, dealing with none of the stuff that people said I was gonna deal with going to high school. Everybody was cool with each other. Everybody from the neighborhood that went to Strawberry Mansion, they came from Frederick Douglass or they came from around the way. And everybody went to that school basically came from, like I said, them two areas, and everybody knew each other. Everybody was cool with each other. It was like a real small world because everybody connected in some way, and had some of the funnest times in Strawberry Mansion, man. Like probably the first couple years, like I said, I was gonna do a dark cloud on my life, living conditions, living with my mom, and the, certain things that was going on. Um, like I said, I ain't like school for a while until I got a smack of reality by getting laid back in the eighth grade. Once I got left back in the eighth grade, I said this ain't gonna never happen again. I was seeing people that I was in the eighth grade with. They sit up there, went to the next grade, man. They graduated before me, and I was like, oh man, this is a terrible thing right here. Advice to all the men out there that's engaged on a deep relationship, thinking about getting married: get out, scatter, run, don't do it. Beware, move your ass. Yo, I'm just playing, man. Marriage is a beautiful thing. It's a real beautiful thing. It's a commitment that you make with that right person, a person that's willing to accept your flaws. That's when you know you found somebody, man. Your flaws is nothing wrong with your flaws. It's actually stuff they might not like. That's all it is, and stuff that you may not like about them. And it's just what makes us human. And you have to be with somebody that loves you for your good and your bad. You know, but marriage ain't for everybody. Like kids, not for everybody. Um, Marriage not for everybody. Working is not for everybody. Drinking, smoking tree. It's the same thing goes with relationships. Some people love their single life. They love being single and not being involved with nobody, and they like being free. Not have to answer to nobody. But when you know you really, really found that right first person, your soulmate, is when nobody else can compare to that person. When you willing to put everybody else to the side for that one special person, you willing to say, all right, I ain't dating no more. I'm not playing the field no more. This is the one. And they feel about you the same way you feel about them. And the relationship, man, the key to a long-lasting relationship is communication. You got to keep communication lines of communication open, and commitment. You got to do things that you might not want to do, but you do it out of love and unconditional love. When you do it, you know what I'm saying, it's an action word. Love is an action word. It's not verbal. Some people are not good at saying it, but it's all about what you do, how you express it through the things you do. It's not what you say, it's your actions on how you go along doing what you need to do without being told. Right now, I like to take time out, stop talking about myself for a little minute and talk about my family. I like to first talk about my wife, my my better half, my soulmate, my universal queen. Been with her for close to 30 years now. Met each other when we was real young, man. Like when we was in our middle teens, and became best friends before anything. That's the key thing to a relationship when you're involved with somebody. They supposed to be your best friend. They have to become your best friend before a relationship can bloom and blossom. You're gonna have ups and downs. We had a lot of ups and downs, man. A lot. A lot of times when we was young, it didn't seem like we was gonna make it, but We made it through it all. We made it through the ups and downs, and never listened to the outsiders. Never listened to other people. Never got influenced for other people. And that's the thing you don't never want to do. Because people always hating on the sidelines, always hating. So you have to sit up there and do what makes your relationship best for you two. What works for you two. And got married at the age of 24. It was a beautiful time of my life, man. My wife still teased me about the bachelor party that I had with my brothers and my friends and them. How I was still glassy eyed and still little. It was a real special time during my wedding. Real special time. I really never will forget the memories of my wedding. My dad was there, my mom was there, my mother-in-law was there, my wife's sister, both her sisters was there, her dad was there, and two good friend of mine that became a big part of my life. B Hostile, Barry, he was there, and Vern, man, my dude Vern, that we met back in during my Monument Street days when I lived in 17th and Norris. He lived on Revere Street, like around the corner, and we met through a friend of high school from us named Jawan. We met through him. He was there, and he was there, which was a coincidence, which is with his future wife, his wife that he married to now. They both was there. Um, it's a real beautiful event, and I thank everybody, all my friends that came, family. I love all y'all guys. Peace and one love. Thanks for coming again. Many years ago, man, 2001, I believe.